This story is about Sarah, a 24-year-old woman who is married. But her marriage is not quite what she had always imagined. Her husband, Mark, is much older than her. In the beginning, their relationship was filled with love and trust, but now everything has changed. There are moments in life when you discover something about the person closest to you that you never even dreamed of. For Sarah, that moment came when she discovered a secret about her husband: he has another wife. This truth shatters Sarah's world. Her heart is filled with anger, sadness, and a wave of love that refuses to let her figure out what to do next. Mark and Sarah are both hiding things from each other, and Emily, the woman who is part of Mark's life, has brought a change to their world that neither of them could have ever imagined. Will Sarah be able to save her marriage? Will Mark face the consequences of his decisions? And how will Emily's presence challenge the very idea of love and loyalty? One day, Sarah discovers the truth about her husband: he is already married to someone else. This revelation shakes her world to its core. Her heart is flooded with feelings of anger, sorrow, and betrayal. When she confronts Mark about it, their home fills with the sounds of arguments and pain. Mark, who was unprepared for this moment, tries to explain himself, revealing his fears and insecurities. This confrontation forces Sarah to realize that their lives have changed forever, and for Mark, both relationships are at risk. In this story, Emily, Mark's second wife, enters the scene as a helpless player in this emotional war. She finds herself caught between anger and sadness. The love she once had, the memories that were full of happiness, are now fading. Each day becomes a new struggle, as Sarah battles with her emotions. At work, she can't concentrate, her mind distracted and restless. To ease the pain, she turns to writing, pouring her heart onto paper and finding a little peace. She also starts taking long walks, trying to clear her mind, but with each step, she feels the weight of her heartache. Sarah decides to turn to her closest friends for support. Her best friend, Lisa, understands her pain and offers advice. They sit together in a cafe, sharing their feelings. Lisa reminds Sarah, "You have the right to be happy, Sarah." This reassurance helps Sarah start to believe that she deserves peace and joy. She also talks to her sister, who has been through similar heartache, and teaches Sarah the value of time and patience. Through these relationships, Sarah begins to understand that she is not alone, and the people around her can light her path. The most important moment in the story comes when Sarah faces Mark one last time and expresses everything she's been feeling. She speaks freely about her anger, sorrow, and confusion. Mark, who never understood the depth of her emotions, tries to justify his actions, explaining that he was seeking personal fulfillment. Their conversation becomes heated, but during this intense exchange, Sarah realizes something important: she needs to prioritize her own happiness. This moment marks a new beginning for her, and she is now ready to take the next step in her life. After the betrayal and pain, Sarah undergoes a powerful transformation. She realizes that her worth is not tied to any relationship but to her inner strength and independence. She sets boundaries and learns to prioritize her own happiness. She now accepts a kind of love that lifts her up rather than brings her down. Over time, Sarah understands that healing is a journey, one that is not always straightforward, but every challenge strengthens her and adds to her power. This story highlights the complex themes of love, betrayal, and personal empowerment. Sarah's transformation teaches us the importance of knowing our worth and putting our own happiness first. She discovers her true self and embraces new possibilities. This story invites us to reflect on the nature of our relationships and reminds us that love should empower us, not weaken us.